Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon here. Me, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld here. And today we're going to talk about, you know, what is good about the Deke Sailor Moon. And I know a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership cannot seek anything good about the Deke Sailor Moon. And if they say anything good about it at all, they're going to bring up the songs. Well, guess what? There was a lot more good things about it besides the songs. You know, the saga tale, the saga rose, or the tail rose. A lot of folks like to say the skimming and the shifting and the freedoms that were taken, undid any saga and tale. But the main sagas and tales were still there. The tales about friendship and forgiveness and believing in yourself and being bold even when you're frightened. All of those are still there. Ease and a guard, no need of how much skimming or cleaning or shifting was taken by Disney and Deke at that said time. The show playing. Now I know a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership, not all of them, but some of them, like to be down on the show playing, or we call it the word playing, or speaking playing, or whatever the English word for it would be. But I do think that the ones that, were casted at the time did very well and made the cells come off the way that the cells should come out like. And I know there's some in the Sailor Moon followership that are like all down on it because I don't know what they thought they should talk like. I don't know what they were going for, what standard in their mind, the folks watching it who didn't like it, didn't like the speech playing, what the standards was going to be. I don't know. Well, you're leaving out another thing. I mean, Sailor Moon, a lot of folks are going to say the Sailor Says. They're going to shame that or make fun of it. But the truth is, Sailor Says was brought on at a time where there was an oversight, where Farseer Folkworks had to have, learning shows on. Now, if you were with, say, WQXD, or you were PBS, then you were mostly all right, because that's mostly all you had were learning shows. If you were to TLC, then you were good. But if you were not one of those free, then you had to make it work. So that's why Deke had to do the Sailor Says. Which, yes, in a way, they did teach folks about, being answerable, not dooming anyone, and also that folks can shift, and also, how to believe in yourself and things like that. So, yeah, those were important classes, and that's why Deke had to put them in. And I did like that, though, even though others in the Sailor Moon followership would shame it or make fun of it. Well, and I also liked how Deke went out of their way to make Sailor Moon out to be gave it that wonder to it. It's like, it's not only, mighty girls that are shape-shifting, but gave it that good doer song. The Sailor Moon song, the Deke one, the one that even Pioneer or Pathseeker would end up working too when they got the rights to work with Sailor Moon as well. So there are some good things about it. Well, you're right about that, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld. That's all the time we got here. Hope you like this film. Give this film a like. Share it if you know how to do that, which, believe me, I don't know how to do that. That's one of the settings here. But also playlist. Beloved, which is another way of thumbing it up. And sorry for all that cleaning out the throat, which always happens when I make films a lot. See you later.